how often are we doing something on our way to doing something, yet doing nothing?
Yes.
And, this takes me to 2 Corinthians. And so, there's no way to not get in God's Word. The entire Bible, I will talk about the Old and the New Testament. And so in 2 Corinthians 7, listen to this. Since we have these promises, dear friends, let us purify ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit, perfecting holiness out of reverence for God. Now, you may say, well, okay, what things do we need to clutter? Maybe it's not as big as what we may think, but here's the thing. Purify ourselves from everything, not some things, but everything that contaminates body and spirit. So let me ask this. Before a holiday comes, let's just say you celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, then you have Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. How often are you stressed? How often are you trying to get all of the things in order to celebrate the traditions that your family has? And next thing you know, you're stressed. You have this anxiety, and then there might be a little bit of resentment because maybe your husband or wife isn't helping you in the way that you should or that they should. And then there's a little bit of maybe unforgiveness because you didn't do it the way that you think that you could or should have. And so when we look at that, what is contaminating you that you need to declutter? And it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Our age doesn't really matter. It's what we've got going on in here that we need to really be taking a look at, so that way we're not bound up in the things that really become meaningless. And one of the things I'm going to point out that he writes about in his book, and then I have more, of course I have more questions, but he writes here, I could either videotape my children's events or I could actually see them. And so when you look at this, and when we start removing what contaminates us to what purifies us, we'll be better able to be living as who God created us to be. And so when we take